A handful of pro-Confederate demonstrators held a rally by the Robert E. Lee statue in Richmond this morning. Counter-protesters outnumbered them, and there have been concerns about possible violence like what happened in Charlottesville last month. Paula Reid joins me now to discuss this story. Paula, good to see you as well.
Good to see you too, DeMarco.
All right, if you can, describe to us what you're seeing right now.
So this is nothing like what we saw in Charlottesville. In fact, this is a lot like a lot of the rallies that we saw earlier in the summer when people came out to demonstrate in support of Confederate statues. Here, like those rallies, counter-protesters outnumber the pro-Confederate supporters about 20 or 30 to 1. So far today has been extremely peaceful. There have certainly been some heated words exchanged, a lot of yelling, a lot of chanting, but so far no violence, no throwing of objects, and so far we've only seen one person who was detained. We're not sure if she has been arrested and will be formally charged, but so far here in Richmond it's pretty peaceful.
All right, just a month ago those deadly protests broke out in Charlottesville. You were there. What precautions are officials taking to make sure this protest is under control and violence doesn't break out?
DeMarco, the Richmond police are out in force. As you can see right over here, you have a very heavy police presence. They've been here since early this morning, and they're taking a lot of precautions. Even though this was a rally that didn't actually have a formal permit, they have basically blocked off certain areas where you can protest. They only have 3 checkpoints that you have to enter through, and they're being very specific about what you can and cannot carry in here. For example, you cannot bring shields, you cannot bring poles. Even our sound man, they took away his pole. But of course, Virginia is an open carry state, so there are a lot of people here exercising their Second Amendment rights. But we also saw something interesting, and that was that they blocked off these roads, and not only did they block off the roads around the monument, they placed dump trucks at the ends of a lot of these roads and even alleys. And that is, of course, to try to prevent any sort of car attack like we saw in Charlottesville.
All right, Paula, we can see the signs behind you, and we've heard from both sides of the argument. President Trump doubled down this week on his comments about Charlottesville. Is there a sense that these protesters and protests are entirely about the monument, or is there a political element as well for and against the president?
There's certainly a political element, and it's not just specific to President Trump. A lot of it is about race relations here in the U.S. and how do you balance telling the story of history, specifically here in Richmond, the story of what happened here in the Civil War, with also being more sensitive to what these statues represent for a lot of people. In terms of political statements or political signs, almost all of the pro-Confederate statue folks we've seen have been wearing some sort of memorabilia in support of the president, hats and buttons, but otherwise we really haven't seen any other politician signs.
All right, Paula Reid in Richmond. Paula, thank you.